Hey, am I audible? Just Anup, am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, we will proceed now. Fine. So when you install PRPC, how you will install and all? There is an instruction document which I can give you. Okay. So you need to follow step by step. Okay. So in the instruction document, you will be given with step by step details. Only one single folder is there. In that you will see one batch file. This is the folder I will give you. I can send you the link on your Gmail. You can download and install online guys, and offline guys also do the same thing. Send me an email. So this should be the subject. Software request. Send me an email to harshapega7@gmail.com. Okay, send an email. This should be the subject. నేను ఈ సబ్జెక్ట్ సెర్చ్ చేసి పంపించేస్తాను అందరికి. మళ్ళీ వేరే సబ్జెక్ట్ అంటే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ రిక్వెస్ట్ harshapega7@gmail.com. Okay, fine. So once you download it, okay, there are instructions given. You will go to this folder, install, right click, run as administrator. Okay, that you will do. It's only one single file. Once you install, what it will install Java, it will install database, it will install required JVM and everything, and along with that, what it will install Tomcat server. So everything will be installed on a single shot. It will take around 30 minutes. Okay, so once that is been done, once your installation is done, you can get my help if you want while installing. You can ping me on WhatsApp, I'll help you. Okay, so you will see 3 icons available on your screen, on your desktop automatically: startup, shutdown, and login. So the first thing that you need to do is, just hang on, I'll show you from the beginning. See, first thing is you need to double click on startup. So what this startup will do is it will bring up the application server. So if you're aware of it, it's okay. If you don't know what is application server, leave it for now. You remember, it will bring up the application server. After the application server is brought up, only you should be able to work on PRPC environment. Okay, how do you know at what time it will bring up the application server and all? It will run 2 command prompts. One will be start and another one would be running. Okay, so what you need to identify, I'll tell you. So it will take around 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 6, 7. For the first time, it will take around 15 minutes. Okay, going forward, it will be faster. Okay, once it has done for the first time, it may take even 20 minutes also. Okay, next time onwards, it will take 5 minutes or 3 minutes, depends on your RAM speed. So you need 4 GB RAM. Okay, because 10 or 8 or 10, 64 bit, that is compulsory. On a 32-bit operating system, you cannot install. Okay, 7 or 8 or 10, 64 bit, 4 GB RAM. Okay, if you have 2 GB means you should not be running anything other than PRPC. See here, once after this is done, you will see a message here. You can see here, server startup in 95611 milliseconds. This number is not constant. It can be, depends on the response that you are getting. Okay, once you see this message, that means your server has been started. Okay, so now you need to minimize these two. Proceed further to login. Okay, I am going to log in now. Once you click on login, you will see PRPC login screen, and you need to use Firefox browser. Latest version you install Firefox browser, that will be the better option. Okay, otherwise you need to use Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer 11. Okay, Chrome it will not perfectly work as far as I know. Okay, So Internet Explorer 11 or Edge are latest Firefox. Okay, you can use. And here, this is the PRPC login screen. Okay, so I am going to log into this application with some ID and password. Okay, so if you're going to log into Gmail, you need user ID and password. So what is that user ID called there? When you log into Gmail, that is called Gmail ID, right? When you are going to log into PRPC environment, this user ID is called as operator ID, typically speaking. Okay, I will give you notes. Do not write down anything without my words. Okay, so I will tell you when to write and what to write. Okay, you can wait. See, the login ID that you are going to use to log into PRPC system is operator ID. So the person who logs into PRPC to access PRPC applications is called operator. Okay, so these technical words you need to get. Okay, operator is the one who log into PRPC system server in order to access its applications. Okay, and he will use a login ID that is called operator ID with an associated password. Okay, I'll tell you what is that. Yeah, see, once you log in, whatever that you see here, this is called portal. Okay, this is technically called, all this screen is called portal. I am not going to tell you in depth about all these things. We are going to learn it later. Okay, on top we need to know. So this is called portal screen. Okay, so an operator, when you log in, whatever that he sees is called portal. Okay, so, and here, okay, I am not going to tell you panels and all. Okay, here you will see on the right top side. Okay, this is the operator menu. Okay, in the Gmail also you will see on right top corner, that is the your profile. Okay, your profile menu. So where you can log off, and you want to search something in the environment, PRPC environment. Here you have search facility. So I can search for something. I will show you how to search and all. Okay. Other than this, yeah, this is enough. And proceeding further, I'm going to log off from this one. See, I have bought PRPC newly. Okay, and I'm going to create a new application now. When I'm going to create a new application, I want to log into the system. First, I need to log into the system, then only I can create an application. Okay, I don't have any user ID and password. Okay, so PRPC will have a built-in user ID and password that is called operator ID along with the password. For home version or enterprise version, it is same. So this is the starting point where you can create an application by logging into PRPC system using these credentials. So the credentials are administrator@pega.com and password is install. This is the default user ID and password with admin level access. Those can create a application, okay, in the system. So if I click on login, so I should be able to log in. So this is the same way, whether it is a home version or enterprise version, user ID and password is same wherever you go. Okay. So take the notes up to here. Right down. Right down, operator. So put the heading PRPC Pega rules process commander. Okay, right now PRPC Pega rules process commander. Okay, write down operator. So in detail about operator we'll be learning later. So not everything at a time. Operator. Write down. Operator is the person.
Harsha.
Yes, Kanchan.
Yeah, the voice is breaking sometimes for 5 seconds, something like that.
Okay, if it is breaking, one thing, Kanchan, if it is breaking for everyone, there might be issue from my end. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'll check. If it is only for you, there might be internet interruptions from your end also. So every time when I get a request like this, I need to check with everyone and then decide on.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So you can check from your end. Everyone else, are you facing the same issue or not? Someone is saying it is fine for them, because issue is from my end means everyone should face the same issue. You can check your internet speed, maybe it depends sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right on now, Pega rules process commander operator. Operator is the person who log into PRPC. Operator is a person who log into PRPC to access its applications. To access its applications. Okay, full stop. Write down. Each operator will be associated with each operator will be associated with a login ID called operator ID. So maybe from Monday I will take outside some other place. I'll let you know. It should be here only. It will be here only. Okay. It's called operator ID. Okay. So operator ID will have an associated password to log into the system. Operator ID will have an associated password to log into the system. Write down next point. Default operator ID provided by PRPC. Default operator ID provided by PRPC is see here administrator@pega.com. See, your operator ID is not case sensitive. It doesn't matter. Whatever the case, it's okay. And password is case sensitive, obviously. Okay. And install is all small letters. Password is administrator@pega.com. Password is install. Okay. Right now, we need to log into system using this application, this operator ID for the first time. Okay. Till you create your own operators and all. Okay. So first, when you log in, okay, you need to create your application. After you create your application, you will proceed further to do anything else. Okay. So before we proceed to create application, we are not going to learn that. We are going to learn some basic topics. So everyone have any idea about what is class in Java? Anyone do not know about this? Class.
Class contains methods.
That's fine. Anyone do not know about class? What is class? No. Okay. If you do not know, just see here. See, if you want to code something in your program, C language, you know, right? Everyone knows about C language, right? Even Kalim. You know about C language? Yeah, right. So what you will do, you will code something. In order to achieve some task, you will write some coding. Okay. So in Java, if you want to write some coding, so learn in this way for now. Class, and it will have a class name, and enclose it, and then your code will be available here. Okay. So it can be variables and then business logic. Okay. Anything you want to start creating in Java, any business logic development, whatever it is, you have to do it within a class. Same way, in Pega also you need to go ahead and create a class. But there you write the code, here you will not write the code. Here you will see a form-based programming. So everyone knows about class, you are not required to write down the definition of class. Class is something within which you are going to write some business logic, something business implementation you will do. Okay. Now there are types of classes. Okay. So there are two types of classes. Okay, from here we will start. If you want to write down, you can write down. Class is a unit under which we will write code. That's what, if you write, that is enough. Types of classes you need to write down. Okay, types of classes. There are two types of classes available. So today we don't see any practical. Maybe we will see practical from Tuesday. Okay, today and Monday also theoretical, and you need to understand all these topics very clearly. Okay. Bakrid ఉంది కదా, వినాయక చవితి అయిపోయింది కదా. Okay, I'll talk about it. Monday discuss చేద్దాం. There are two types of classes available in Pega. Write down types of classes. There are two types of classes available in Pega. Okay, first one abstract, second one concrete. So first you take the notes. Write down. First one, write down abstract class. First one, abstract class. See, I am going to talk about everything here with respect to Pega 6 as well as Pega 7, and we are going to learn Pega 7. Okay, Pega 7.2, this is the environment which I am going to share you. I am going to show you in 6 initially, and then we will jump on to 7. Okay, that's how you need to learn. If you want to learn better, you should start in 6 about the structure which we are going to set up initially. I'll show you that. Okay, so write down abstract class. Abstract classes are reusable classes. Write down abstract classes are reusable classes. Abstract classes are reusable classes. Right? Any components that we create in the abstract classes, any components that we create in the abstract classes can be reused by, write down in this way, can be reused by down below child classes. Below child classes can be reused by down below child classes. I'll talk about what is parent and child. Right. Child classes. Next point. We cannot instantiate abstract classes. We cannot instantiate abstract classes. Okay, write down. Put a star mark and write down. When we create an abstract class, in Pega 6, we notes తెచ్చుకోలేదా ఫోటో తీసుకోండి అదే. When we create an abstract class in Pega 6, okay, class name must end with hyphen symbol. You can see here on the screen. This is the hyphen symbol. Oh, you are seeing this screen, huh? Just hang on. Just hang on. I will change this. Right. So in Pega 6 class, when we create an abstract class name must end with hyphen symbol. This is the hyphen symbol. Okay. No. Wait. For example, write down. For example, abstract class test should have the name test hyphen. For example, abstract class test should have the name test hyphen. Okay, test hyphen. Next here. So this convention has been removed. This convention has been removed from Pega 7. This convention has been removed from Pega 7 onwards. So what is the meaning of this? When you create an abstract class, how you will create, we'll see later. How is later. Okay. When we create an abstract class in Pega, its name should end with hyphen symbol when you are doing the work in 6 environment. Okay. If it is 7, this convention has been removed. There is no need of hyphen symbol. Okay. So write down next. Concrete class. You are asking something. What is it?
See, what class icon is there and after the
That is predefined. I'll talk about that. When you are creating, when you are creating class, that's what you have written, right? When you are creating, those are predefined. That is still there. Okay. Write down concrete class. Write down concrete class. For a concrete class, we can create instances. I'll talk about what is instances. That is business runs under concrete classes. That is business runs under concrete classes. Okay. Write down that. Next. Concrete class contains definitions, plus business implementation. I don't. A concrete class name must not end with hyphen symbol. So it should not have a hyphen symbol. If you give hyphen symbol, PRPC will treat it as an abstract note. Okay. So even it is the same in 6 or 7. That's why I'm not mentioning 6. The concrete class name must not end with hyphen symbol. Anup Sukla. Can you please mute from your end? You're asking something?
No, sorry about that.
No issues. Yeah, and Naveen, you can mute from your end if you are not going to ask anything. Okay, so concrete class name must not end with hyphen symbol. Okay, so write down. I will talk about this. I'll explain this later. Write down predefined classes. Predefined classes in Pega or OOTP classes. Predefined classes or OOTP classes in Pega. Write down OOTP is equal to. So you need to get the terminology. Okay, predefined class in Pega or OOTP classes in Pega. OOTP means out of the box. That means predefined. So what is the meaning of predefined? Built in. See, that means there is something already available in the system. That is called predefined. Okay. So in Pega terminology, you need to use the word OOTP. When I say OOTP, means which is something already available in the system. Okay. OOTP means out of the box. Predefined class in Pega. Write down. How many predefined classes are there? So we have 13 predefined classes in the topmost hierarchy. Write down. We have 13 predefined classes. We have 13 topmost predefined classes. Right? We have 13 topmost predefined classes in PRPC class hierarchy. In PRPC class hierarchy, we have 13 topmost predefined classes in PRPC class hierarchy. Out of which the below 3 are important. Below 3 are important. See, out of that, see, in the hierarchy you will have n number of classes. Okay, all those classes are child classes of this 13 only. Okay, topmost structure, if you see, I will show you the structure later. So 13 classes will be there. So out of these 13 we have 3 classes. First one is, write down, @base class. That symbol should be there, @base class. So second one is work dash, third one is work hyphen, and third one is data hyphen. అది 7 నుంచి 6.3 నుంచి చెప్తున్నాను నుంచి. Okay, see here now. See, this one you will read it as dash, work hyphen, data hyphen. In convention you will read it as work dash, data dash, int dash, assign dash, cmis dash. There are many classes. We'll learn one by one. See now, out of these classes, @base class is the topmost class in Pega. Okay, write down. See, out of all these, @base class is topmost class in Pega. That is, it is the parent class of all the classes, all other classes.
Hello,
So I'll show you when we are working on this. Yeah, Rocky, you're asking something.
yeah, we should read this as hyphen or dash.
Read it as dash. When you're going to read it as work hyphen, data hyphen kakunda, instead of that you read it as work dash, data dash, like this. Okay, and write down one more point for star mark. All the predefined classes are what type of classes? You can tell by just looking at the name of the class. Abstract classes name should end with hyphen symbol, right? In Pega 6 convention is. So this has hyphen symbol at the end, this has hyphen symbol at the end. Okay, these are predefined classes. Though it does not have a hyphen symbol at end, it is also predefined class. Okay, so all our predefined classes are abstract classes. See, what will be there in the predefined classes? There will be some reusable code. See, PRPC tool is being designed such that your code is being automated. That means all the business logic, whatever the components that you are going to use for your application development, all those are predefined available. So all those predefined things are available under predefined classes. Okay, when we are going to use all those things, we'll see one by one. So when you are going ahead with database, email notifications, correspondences, and services, there will be many predefined components which we are using from the predefined classes. So you will be learning one by one. Okay, at a time notes we will be learning. Whenever we come across with the situation, you will be coming to know, okay, this is what we are going to use from this class. You will remember it. Okay, so everything you will remember by practice only. Okay, you practice more than once or twice, you will remember better. Okay, so right now, next, take the notes for inheritance. So still I have not explained anything in this. I will show you and explain you everything from the beginning again. Inheritance. So what is the meaning of inheritance? Anyone do not know about this? In general terminology, what is inheritance? Inheritance defines the parent and child relationship among the objects. Right on. Inheritance defines parent and child relationship among the classes and right. Inheritance defines parent and child relationship among the classes. For example, For example, if class B inherits from class A, if class B inherits from class A, this is what spanning. Class B inherits from class A, then class B is child class, and whereas class A is said to be parent class. మీకు అన్నీ తెలిసే ఉండొచ్చు చాలా మందికి, but still go through it. So for example, if class B inherits from class A, then class B is child class, whereas class A is said to be parent class. Okay, so a child class, write down, a child class can use all the properties of parent class. Child class can use all the properties of parent class. Parent class can use all the properties of. Just look at here, everyone. I am going to log into 6 environment. This is not required for you. We will understand everything from 6 version initially, and then we will go to 7. Because 7 everything is automated. We are going to see the manual procedure first, and then we will understand the automatic procedure. Okay. So everyone see this, right? So this is Pega 6 environment. Okay, so where we can go ahead and see here, this is the environment, this is how it looks like. In 7 I have shown you already. That is somewhat rich when compared to 6 version. Okay, that is HTML5. This is core HTML. In 6 they have used. See, I have logged into existing application. How you will create new application and all we'll see later. Okay, so when you log into the existing application here, this is the existing application portal where you have HDFC loan vehicle. On the left panel you can see topmost HDFC loan vehicle. When you go ahead and click on this arrow mark and see HDFC loan and vehicle, leave about all other things, only bother about vehicle. HDFC class, loan class, vehicle class. So these 3 are classes, 3 different classes. So what type of class HDFC is? Parent class. Yeah, whether it is an abstract or concrete, you can just tell me just by looking at the name of the class. What is this? What is this? And loan, abstract class, and vehicle, concrete class, because it is not ending with the hyphen symbol. Okay, so these are the classes. See here. So when I am going to log into my application, I have got 3 classes loaded on top. Just refresh this one. So your inheritance and your concrete class functionality and your class group, everything will be told you integratively. Okay, we cannot tell you everything independently, that is not possible. So I am going to use one login ID. See here, this is the application which I have created called HDFC application. Okay, where you will see whatever that you see here on the top in the left panel, topmost in thick black color is, this is called class. Okay, so we'll understand class group, independent classes, inheritance, and everything here only. So a class group is combination of one or more abstract classes and first concrete class. So what is the need of creating abstract and all, you will be learning from the class group only. So the starting point of creating anything. So if I want to implement some business, what I need to do, I need to create some logic and something. anything you want to create, first you need to create class group. That is the first thing. Okay. So why I am showing in Pega 6 is, in Pega 7 this is automated. There is no manual procedure. Okay. So if I go ahead and create, it will be 1 minute. You will not understand what is creating and what is the relationship, what is the inheritance that is been happening. In order to explain all those things, I am going to show you in 6, explain you in 6. When you are practically doing, I will show you in 7, as well as 6 also I will show you. Okay. So you can take the notes. See here. So our first aim is, whenever you are going to implement some business, your aim is to first create a class group. After you create a class group only, you can do anything else. Okay, you can blindly remember it. Okay, our first thing is to create a class group. A class group is a combination of one or more abstract classes and first concrete class. Okay, so see here, this is the class group. I am going to click on this arrow mark here, and HDFC I have selected. Under that there is loan. See, I am selecting independent classes here. Under the loan you have another independent class, vehicle. I am going to refresh my browser. Otherwise I am going to re-log in, whatever it is. See, every time when I refresh or when I log in, it is loading class group only, not independent classes. Independent classes I am not able to load here. It is loading entire class group. So under that class group only, you should be able to create anything else. If you want to create like user interface, business logic, decision making, workflows, whatever that you have to create, you have to create under class group only. So everyone clear up to this? This is just remembering. The logic we'll see later. Okay, everyone remember that? When you want to kickstart anything development, okay, you need to first have a class group. Under that only you can create any components. Clear? Okay, under the class group only your business runs. Yeah. And Kanchan, your voice is breaking. You can ping me on chatting window.
Harsha,
Yeah.
Harsha, the voice has broken just now. What is class group?
Sure. Yeah, I'll tell you. So for now, what you need to remember is a class group is, I will give you notes. Class group is combination of one or more abstract classes and first concrete class under which your business runs. Okay, so write down that point. From here, we'll start understanding everything. Okay, write down class group. So inheritance and all after the within the class group, I'll explain you can write down. Okay, class group. It is a combination of class group. It is a combination of one or more abstract classes write down in this way what I'm going to do. It is the combination of one or more abstract classes and first concrete class which inherits from the OOTB class, what class? A class nunchi, which inherits from the OOTB class. Which class? Work dash. Which inherits from the OOTB class work dash. Put a star mark and write down work dash. Okay, write down or any of its subclasses and work dash or any of its subclasses. Which inherits from the OOTB class work dash or any of its subclasses. Okay, this statement I will talk about it later. Any of its subclasses. Okay, right. Put a star mark and write down. When we create a class group, write down. When we create a class group, it must inherit from work dash or its subclasses. When we create a class group, it must inherit from work dash or its subclasses. When we create a class group, sorry, Emra sir. When we create a class group, it must inherit from work dash or its subclasses. Okay. So see now here. So these are the three classes which is a combination. So under the class group only you should be implementing, you should be running the business. Write down that point. If you want to run the business, that can be done only under class group. If you want to run the business, Functionally, you can understand like this. If you want to run the business, that can be done only under class group. See, what is the meaning of this statement is, if you create one class, abstract class, you cannot run the business. Okay? You must have to create a concrete class and make it as a class group. How you will make it as a class group, I'll tell you. Okay? So the statement that you need to remember, one statement is, under the class group only you can run the business, and other statement is, when you create a class group, it must inherit from work dash predefined class. This is also statement you have to remember. I will show you. See here, I can show you here. Say suppose how to create, I will tell you one by one, step by step. For now, we'll see the functionality. So this is the class group. Here, I am going to open the class rule form for the class group. Class group name is HDFC Loan Vehicle. And the inheritance that you will specify here, the parent class is work dash. This is what we are talking about. How you will come here, how you will create all this from the basics, I will tell you. Okay, now I am going to remove this. Say suppose I am not going to give work dash. I will select something else. There is a drop down available. I can select something else. And then I am going to save this one. See here, I am going to save this. Simply I am creating, which is getting inherited from some other class. I am making my class group child to some class called CMIS something. See here, I got an error message. What is the error message? There is an error message that you need to see here. Click on this plus icon. Class group should inherit from work dash or its subclasses. So means PRPC itself is restricting you from doing something else, which is wrong. So now you can remember, there is no logical point for now. You can remember it as a statement that your class group must inherit from work dash. There is no way you will select anything else. It will not allow you to proceed further. Okay. So logically, I'll speak about it later. Okay. So now what I should have? Work dash. And then I'm going to save it. Now it's perfect. Okay. So now, what is the purpose of inheritance now? What is the purpose of inheritance? See, consider father and son relationship. Okay, son is inherited from father. Okay, when son is inherited from father, whatever the property that is available to father can be used by son, but not in reverse way, right? Okay, something earned by son cannot be used by father. Okay, so inheritance is something where you have parent and child. Child gets inherited from parent, and child can use the property of parent. Same way, human relationship applicable here. Okay, human relationship applicable here. Now, see, when I am going to inherit one class from another class, the child class can use the properties of parent class. Now, what I am doing, when I create a class group, I am inheriting my class group from a predefined class called work dash. So that means when I am executing my business, running my business, maybe it may use some of the components internally. Okay, so when you code in C language, everyone knows about C language, right? When you are going to write something in C language, system.out.println, scanf, some functions. Okay, you execute it, you will see error messages. What you need to do in order to avoid the error messages? You need to include something called header file. Hash include stdio.h. What is that header file? What does that contains? It contains some predefined rules or some predefined components. With your knowledge or without your knowledge, this printf function or scanf function definitions are there. It is using some of the components from the predefined things. Same way here also. Whether you have knowledge about it or not, it doesn't matter. When you run the business under the class group, it internally uses the components from the predefined class work dash. So you must have to give that. Without giving hash include stdio.h, you cannot proceed further with your execution of the business. Everyone clear about it? Single class, you can create it. I'll talk about it. Clear? Everyone, online guys. See, everyone able to understand. If you're not going to understand, let me know. So hope everyone is clear, right? So this is the purpose of inheriting from work dash. What are the components we are going to use internally? We'll use when we are going ahead with development. But for now, what you need to remember is PRPC. When you create a class group and run the business, it may internally use some of the components. That's why PRPC is restricting you to select any other class as parent class than your work dash class. Okay, so the points here are, when you want to create some business and run the business, you must have to set up a class group. It is the combination of one or more abstract classes and first concrete class, which gets derived from a predefined class work dash. Okay, so how you will mention all those, where you will mention, I will tell you. Okay, clear everyone? So now, see, I told here class group is the combination of one or more abstract classes and first concrete class. See, without those abstract classes also I can create one concrete class and make it as a class group. That will work fine. What is the need of abstract classes? I told you, you can look at first point.
Reusability.
What is the need of abstract classes? The first point you have written, reusability. Okay, so now, say suppose, think like I have created only one class vehicle and I am creating all the components under that and I am running my business. So my business is to provide vehicle insurance, so I have created, sorry, loan for vehicles, loan purpose. Okay, here, vehicle loan. Okay, I am going to create here the vehicle loan components. Here you go ahead. I am going to paint. Okay, so I am going to create a one class called vehicle, and I made it as a concrete class. Okay, so whatever the loan purpose vehicle related components I can create under this one. Okay, so tomorrow I thought that tomorrow I am going to extend my business to provide personal loan. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to create personal loan. For personal loan, I have to create one more class called personal, and required components I have to create here. Right? So now a person, the same way what we have discussed previously, the person who steps into your bank for a vehicle loan or personal loan will have to do some things commonly. Will have to complete some tasks commonly for these two businesses. Let us take user details form. Hey, someone, can you please mute? Yeah. See, you have to fill a form called. You can check your microphone. Are you guys able to hear? Everyone. Anup, you're able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, that means you should check your microphone, Rocky. Okay. So, if you're going to step into a bank for getting a vehicle loan or personal loan, you have to commonly fill a form called, what is that? Customer details, your name. So, one form I can create at the parent level, at the bank level, I can share it to individual departments. So what I am going to do now is, I am going to create a class here. It's a common class. Okay. So this is, say suppose this is called bank. Okay. So here I will create an application form. Application form I will create here. And what for this class I will make these two classes are children. I will mention these two classes are children. Now these two classes can reuse the components from above class because it is the children. Okay. And where I will run the business out of these two? Here I will run business or here I will run business? Vehicle business I will run here. Vehicle loan business, personal loan business I will run here. What is this meant for? Topmost one? Reusability. The topmost one is meant for keeping the reusable components in my organization. Okay, so I will put all the reusable components in the top class. So now that is the reusable class, the topmost class. So what type of class it should be? Abstract class. And down below this class runs the business. This should be concrete class. This is one class group and this is another class group. You can have more than one class group. I'll talk about it later again. Okay. So think about only one class group now. So the purpose of creating abstract class above level of this concrete class is to create the reusable components and keep the reusable components, everything there. Clear? Okay. So reusable components, this concrete class can reuse only when it gets inherited from that class. Otherwise it cannot reuse. If you create an abstract class independently, concrete class independently, there is no relationship, it cannot reuse. Okay, so you should have a relationship. That is what? Inheritance relationship. Now the bank class, whatever that you have here is parent for the vehicle class. If you make the relationship, then it can reuse. Clear? Okay, so the purpose of abstract class is for the purpose of reusability, so that in your extension of other departments, you should be able to reuse the things without creating it again and again. Everyone clear? Online guys, online guys, are you clear? Anyone
Yeah,
has any questions or doubts?
I have a doubt. I have a doubt.
Yes. Yeah, go
Harsha.
ahead. Yes.
Uh,
Hello.
see the statement, Harsha.
Yeah, go ahead. What is that?
A class group is a combination of one or more abstract classes.
No. Yes, and first concrete class.
And first concrete class which inherits from OOTB class work dash.
Work dash. Yes.
Yeah, the concrete class, say for example, the vehicle is the concrete class.
Concrete class vehicle is a concrete class. It has inherited from work dash.
Work dash.
Go ahead.
What is that? From OOTB class work dash.
Work dash. Yes. No. What is your question?
The concrete class must be inherited from OOTB class work dash means that I can't
No.
understand.
What is that you have written? Athamaitadi?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we create a concrete class, when we create a class group, it must inherit from the OOTB class work dash.
Okay.
If we want to run the business, that can run under only concrete class. That is the statement I have given.
Yeah. For in the example,
Mm.
in the example,
example?
you have in the given example HDFC loan vehicle.
Yes. Yeah. In the given example, HDFC loan vehicle class here is a concrete class.
Yeah. Concrete
Yes.
class.
Concrete class.
Inheriting from loan.
No. I did not talk about it. I did not see. So far, we talked about only vehicle class, which is a class group inheriting from work dash. I did not talk about whether it is inheriting from loan or not. I did not talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Okay. So that's what I'm going to mention here. I'm going to stress on this point. When you should be able to inherit your vehicle class from bank class, then only you can reuse. Otherwise, you cannot reuse. Right?
Okay.
You're clear. That's why I told that point 3 times. Now you come back to class group. So what is that we have learned so far? First thing is you need to create a class group. In that you should have concrete class because you want to run the business. So this class group should inherit from the predefined class work dash. Okay. And this class, so you will create abstract classes for the purpose of reusability. And whatever the reusable components you create under abstract classes can be reused by this concrete class only when there is a relationship made as parent and child. So far, we did not see that relationship happen here in our class group. We have seen the relationship between your class group, concrete class, and work dash is done. Relationship is done. Okay. So, but how this vehicle class gets inherited from this loan or this HDFC? Okay, I have created 2 abstract. Why 2 abstract? I'll talk about it later. One is you think about one for now. Okay, so there is an abstract class above it. Then how it is going to be inherited from this class is the question. Because the inheritance is being occupied by work dash. Okay, so now we need to understand types of inheritances. Okay, so write down that. Types of inheritances. Write down. There are 2 types of inheritance available in Pega. 2 types of inheritance available in Pega. Hey, everyone able to follow, right? Online guys. If you're not understanding at any point of time, you can stop me and ask me. Okay. Types of inheritance in Pega. Right now, there are 2 types of inheritance available. First one, direct inheritance. Direct inheritance. And second one is pattern inheritance. Second one is pattern, P-A-T-T-E-R-N, pattern inheritance. Okay, write down. In a direct, write down first one. In a direct inheritance, a class can have only one direct parent mentioned. A class can have only one direct parent mentioned in its class rule form. In its class rule form. In a direct inheritance, a class can have only one direct parent mentioned in its class rule form. This is the class rule form. When I say class rule form, the one that you see here, how to open this and all I'll tell you. Okay, this is the class rule form. In a class rule form, you can mention only one parent, direct parent. Okay, so in a direct inheritance, a class can have only one direct parent mentioned in the class rule form. Okay, write down. A direct parent can be specified. A direct parent can be specified, can be chosen and random. A direct parent can be chosen under the drop down write down this. A direct parent can be chosen under the drop down. Write down exactly. Parent class directed in the class rule form. Okay, write down. We can only select one class here. Write down. Under this drop down, write down. Under this drop down, we can only select one class. Okay, see, I will create the reusable components maybe under loan class. I'll create reusable components in the abstract class. Okay, and my business runs under the concrete class vehicle, right? So your vehicle class inheritance is being occupied by which class? Work dash. It has been occupied. You can only select one class. See, if you are not selecting work dash here, what it is saying, it is throwing an error message. There is no way you can select any other class than your work dash. Now, what I have to do, I want to create a reusable class and make it as a parent to my vehicle class. I need to find a way to do that. That is my aim now. So how would I do that? Okay, that is by means of another inheritance called pattern inheritance. How you do that? I'll talk about it later, but you can write down about pattern inheritance. I'll explain this tomorrow. Okay, write down second one, pattern inheritance. In a pattern inheritance, write down. In a pattern inheritance, a class can have more than one parent defined. More than one parent defined and absolute. So in a pattern inheritance, a class can have more than one parent. Write down. Pattern inheritance can be applied on a class. Pattern inheritance can be applied on a class. See, all this we are doing practically. At the time when I am going to do, I will ask you what I have to select at what place. Okay? A pattern inheritance can be applied on a class by selecting the checkbox. A checkbox? A checkbox right here. So you need to remember all these things. Okay? So okay? So find by name first pattern. Write down exactly. By selecting the checkbox, find by name first pattern in the class rule form. In the class rule form. Find by name first pattern in the class rule form. Okay, so see here now, this is the class rule form. Here you have a checkbox called find by name first pattern. Okay, there is a checkbox, find by name first pattern. You need to check that checkbox. If you want to check, you can check. If you want to leave it, you can leave it. If you check the checkbox, it will apply the pattern inheritance. So what happens when you apply the pattern inheritance? Okay, that we'll see on Monday. Okay, so up to this you should be clear. Okay, first thing what you need to keep in your mind is, okay, I want to go ahead and, so our aim is to run some business, develop some business implementation, do some business implementation and run the business. You want to create the business components and run the business components, you must have a class group defined. That is the first thing. The class group must inherit from the predefined class work dash. You select anything else other than that, work dash or its subclasses is fine. You select anything else other than that, PRPC is not accepting. So this is a statement you can remember. Class group must inherit from work dash or any of its subclasses. Clear? And then, so see, this work dash you will select under the direct inheritance. Okay, so the inheritance path is being occupied, and abstract classes are meant for the purpose of reusability. If you want to go ahead and extend your business by keeping the reusable components, you have to keep in the abstract classes, so that these abstract classes must become parent classes for your concrete class, whatever that is there. Okay, so we need to now find out a way to make the relationship between this concrete and abstract classes by means of inheritance, because already the concrete class inheritance is being occupied by work dash. So we need to find out another way to give another parent to it, that is the above abstract class. So that can be done by using pattern inheritance. How it will be done, we will understand tomorrow. When I said tomorrow, we will be meeting on Monday. Okay. So you can go through pdn.pega.com. So this is the website. If you have a professional mail ID, you should be able to register here. pdn.pega.com. You can do some research on this. Okay. If you want to complete this one, you can go through my website. Class group creation video is there. Okay. It is there in 6 only. You can watch that. If you understand, that is fine. If you do not understand also, it is fine. I will go to explain. Okay. So Saturday and Sunday is there, right? Okay. You can go ahead and watch that. Send me an email. I will send you the software. Download it tomorrow. Complete your installation by Sunday. Mali weekdays so jarante custom avutadi. So everyone online. You got it right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're going to send an email to me on this mail ID, harshapega7@gmail.com. So if you did not get it, harshapega7@gmail.com. Give the subject line software request. I'm going to send you by tomorrow. Clear, everyone? Any other questions? 6.2 కావాలంటే నేను పంపిస్తాను. Separate email send me. దాని మీద 7 install చేసి పక్కన విడిగా. No problem. If you have already any other version, you keep it. We can install 7 also. If you have already 6 in our machine, that's fine. But we don't need 6 now. No issues. If you want, I can send you that software also. Okay. But install only 7. If you have already 6 installed on your machine, keep it. And we have a separate procedure to install. I'll install 7 on my machine separately. You can have both on one machine. So, and online guys, just I'll come to you. Online guys, there's one request. Can you guys ping me your phone number and your name on GoToMeeting chat window quickly now itself, because I am not getting who is joining. I know few people only. Kalim I know, Kanchan I know, Meenakshi I joined twice. And ping me your name as well as your phone number on GoToMeeting chat window itself. Okay, because I am going to contact you back on your phone number tomorrow. So if you are not going to ping here, I cannot contact you. Naveen, you just go ahead and ping your number. Is that you, Naveen? Okay, I got you. And but everyone ping your phone number and your name on GoToMeeting chat window. Anup Sukla, Kalim, yeah, everyone ping me your number. Okay, so I'll contact you back on your WhatsApp or on your phone. Okay, for further proceedings, and you can send me an email. Do not forget to send an email. Okay, send it by tonight itself. I'll send everyone at a time. Okay, a group ne create chesukundam. Malli meer ippudu okasari pampiంచి మీరు రేపు ఈవినింగ్ పంపించారు అనుకో, మళ్ళీ మీరు గ్రూప్ యాడ్ చేయడం కష్టం అవుతుంది. Okay, okay, everyone clear, right? So far, if you have any questions, I'm going to repeat it again Monday in first 10 minutes. You can go through the website and watch the video. You are asking something. What is it? Someone is asking. Yeah, someone is asking
Harsha?
something.
Actually,
Yes, Kanchan. Kanchan or what? Prasanna.
Harsha, I got power cut on middle of the class. I
No
missed
problem.
the
No
some
problem. No
topic.
problem. We have the video available in the website. You can watch that. I'll tell you. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay, okay.
The first classes are available, but do not miss the classes. Only first classes will be available. On the website, you can watch the video class group creation. It will be in Pega 6 and understand all this is being told there. Okay, you can go through that and you can see. Anyway, I'm going to tell you on Monday. Okay, so clear, right?
Okay.
So hopefully every one of you are joining. Okay, I will tell you maybe Monday, some other place I'll take and I'll compensate it. Every one of you are joining, right? Anyone have to decide? You decided not. Me friend ఏంటి? ఈ రోజు రాలేదా రాడా? Drop. Okay. No issues. And you are okay. You will be. Everyone is joining, right? Yes, good. Okay, fine. Any other questions? Online guys, any other questions?
Harsha, I have Pega 7 version, Pega 7.2.
7.2 installed on your machine?
Yes.
That's
So I
fine.
need 6.2.
Yeah, you send me an email. When you are sending for 6,